Welcome back to Outriders. In this video, I'm going to ask you guys to do something, and I never really ask you to do anything for me. I might say subscribe, like, all that sort of stuff. Don't forget to do that. But the thing I need you to do, if and when they eventually get round to fixing this inventory wipe and you get your stuff back, so the restoration part of it, I need to know if you're getting your gear back exactly how it was when you lost it. The reason I'm asking that is because I haven't been wiped, so I can't test it for myself. And not only that, but I've heard from a couple of different people that when the stuff will be restored, it could come back with the mods and the stats being completely different to how you lost it. And I want to talk about the developers still doing nothing with the game, because I went on their Twitter account again, and I believe it's the third day in a row, where they've just said, oh, testing's going as planned, we're continuing testing. We don't actually have anything for you, because we don't care about your inventory being wiped. We're looking at all this stuff, we're looking into it, oh, it's not working as intended. All this stupid stuff that you hear from these sorts of games. That is all they are saying. And I replied to their tweet, their latest one, and I mentioned that out of the 2 weeks this game has been released, a 2-week-old game this is, out of those 2 weeks, people have gone a week without being able to play. Because this is day number 3 of, well, I think it's been going on for a couple of days extra, but in terms of their tweets, this is day number 3. They have said exactly the same thing about looking into it. So that's 3 days, and then when the game first launched, there were 4 days of server issues to the point where players can't connect. People still can't connect right now. I've also heard that Stadia hasn't received one single update for the game. It's just been PC and console. So out of a 2-week release, some people haven't been able to play for an entire week of the 2. And this is a full release. This isn't any live service game. This is a fully priced £60 product. And another thing is some people were able to connect to the servers perfectly. Then all of a sudden, their characters or their inventory gets wiped. When they return to lobby, they are unable to connect to the servers ever again with that character, as though their whole character has been deleted. And then I'm going to quote, just for some of you in the comments, I'm going to quote Alex. When I say Alex from the Angry Joe Show, I watched their review for this game, and I'm going to quote him when saying, some of you need to get some self-respect. It's unbelievable how many of you will stand up and make excuses for these developers. They have a job. Their job is to make a game that works, sell the game, make money, move on to the next product. Do whatever they got to do, but their job at the end of the day is to make something that works. So many of you say, oh, yeah, but they're communicating with us on Twitter. Or, oh no, they're keeping us updated about the situation. That's fine, I'll just wait a little bit longer. You've probably paid money to play this game that you can't play. Stop making excuses for them. The amount of people I see in the comments, oh, you're just doing this for all the clicks and everything, and oh, you're clickbaiting and you're trying to get all the views on your channel and all this sort of stuff. No, I'm saying it because it's something I stand by. If I would have paid money for this game, I would be fuming, but luckily I got it through Game Pass. So even though technically I pay my subscription, $60 or £60 hasn't come out of my account for it. If I did have to pay full price to have this sort of thing going on and I got wiped, I'd be fucking fuming. So everyone that's still defending this and making excuses needs to grow a backbone and tell the developers, I'm fed up with your shit, give me my stuff back, I want to play the game. Or open up, contact Xbox and PlayStation, open up refund requests so I can get my money back. You have stolen my money because the product I have purchased from you doesn't work. You need to stop letting these developers do what they want to do. They did a nerf within the first week because they didn't want people playing with powerful stuff. Now I'm having people in the comments saying they're openly using trainers on PC. And the developers won't do anything about it. There won't be any watermarks on their accounts or anything because a bug's already happened. That was classed as an exploit. You've now got the pre-order weapon being exploited, character creation being exploited for it. They're not going to do anything about that. They're not even looking into stability of the game. The game still, as far as I'm aware, constantly crashes when you're playing in groups. I don't trust the game to play in groups. I'm scared to play in solo, but I play at my own risk of getting my inventory wiped, and I have no choice but to play solo because my friends have rightfully so abandoned the game, at least until they have fixed this mess. If you was to go into your job, you go into work one day, you mess up with a few things, your boss is going to pick up on it very quickly, and if you had messed up as badly in your line of work as what the developers have with this game, you'd be fired. No questions asked, you're gone. And what makes it all even worse, they've supposedly been developing this game for 5 years. In 5 years, I've had 3 children. There is no way they have actually developed this. That was an absolute lie, whoever said they've been working on it for 5 years. No, they fucking haven't. I give it a year of actual development, and I give it 4 years of pre-production development, meaning they are trying to figure out what to do with the game. The balancing, the servers, literally everything with this game is wrong. You have legendary weapons feeling less powerful than purples. You have nerfs on expedition timers, which make them stupidly difficult. You have the same amount of enemies in a solo expedition as what you have in a 3-player group. The only thing that gets scaled up is the amount of damage you have to deal to the enemies. So you're trying to do something on a time, like based on time, and you're having to kill exactly the same amount of enemies. They just die a little bit faster. And another thing is, they had this same issue with the inventory wipes in the demo. They could have used the same restoration system they used for that. They could have given players their stuff back once per day, because I guarantee that wouldn't have been too hard. They've already used the restoration system before. They could have used it again to let people play with their characters and just refreshed it once a day just to make sure everyone has their items back. Do that once a day until they have worked on what they need to and they've stopped the inventory wipes happening. There are lots of different ways, even if that wouldn't work, there are lots of different ways they could have done things, but instead they just post a couple of tweets a day and they just do whatever they're doing. I have a feeling that we're not going to see a fix for the inventory wipe anytime this week, and we're only halfway through the week. It's an absolute fucking shambles, and they need to hurry up and do what they're doing. They need to hurry up and fix this inventory wipe. People have lost out on money, people have wasted time trying to play. It's an absolute fucking shit show. But I'm leaving the video there. Let me know your thoughts and stuff in the comments. I'll see you in the next one. I hope you guys enjoyed it.